quick update before we begin. My hard drive kind of died on me the other day, so I lost footage of episode 8 because I didn't edit it by then. So I think it's getting fixed. If not, it's just going to get replaced. But if somehow it gets fixed and they're able to restore everything in it, I'll edit that and upload it separately at a random date. But if not, then we lost it. So anyways, I'm Grizz and here for episode 9 now. More of the same, really, is kind of where we're at. L placing surveillance cameras, the Light trying to get around that and noticing that he's doing that, trying to outsmart him. It's more of the same. So hopefully we do start developing into something else here. Hopefully we start getting some other thing going on here. And it's not just the same kind of who's one step ahead game that they're playing the entire time. And maybe introduce other characters to kind of spice things up, or maybe get like his dad involved more, where his dad like starts accusing or being really suspicious of his own family or something. I don't know. Just something along those lines to kind of change the formula up is what I'm kind of hoping for here. So yeah, if you enjoy it all, please hit the like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion afterwards. Let me know your thoughts and comments about this episode as well. And let's get started with episode 9. Oh, yeah. He needs his apple. Yeah. Dude, bye guys. Relax for you. Couldn't Ryuk just go steal them? Like, what's stopping him from doing that?
あれは私の家族が情報を得てない間に起きた。疑いは晴れたのでは。
そうですね。いくらキラが死の時間を操れても、報道を見る前に死の時間を持ってこられるとは考えられない。
Yup. Unless he was. I wonder if Light hadn't shown back up at home, like then and there, if L would have just stopped watching them.
僕がテレビを見ている時に報道された罪の軽い犯罪者も殺しておけば特別視されない。そして外に出た時
I don't know about that, but you're smarter than me, so yeah.
ニュース等で報道されたものの名前を覚えておき、財布の中に仕込んでおいたデスノート。
Okay, yeah, that's more the line I was thinking of. Was watch it, but don't actually kill them, and then just try and remember it until then.
カメラ映像のビデオを何度も再生し検証してみました。結論から言わせてもらいます。北村家、八神家の中で怪しい者はいません。カメラと盗聴器は外します。
So what's your next step then?
怪しい者はいないという意味です。
It doesn't mean that they're not.
キラがいたとしてもボロは出しません。いや、何も出さずに今まで通り犯罪者
Bro, the feet shots, don't need them. Don't need them.
どんな方法で殺人を行っているかはわからないが、仮に念じるだけで人を殺せるとしても、普通の人間であれば殺しを行う際、挙動や表情に何らかの変化はあっていいはず。あの中にキラはいない。そう考えるのが普通だろう。
But you can't. He's positive.
あの中にいるのなら、キラの精神はすでに神の域に達している。
This is a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because L isn't so quick to just give up on what he initially thought and what he kind of believes in. Like he really thought that it was one of these two, like somebody within these two families. So he doesn't want to give that up, and he's still saying that there is a chance or that they are within that. But he's also trying to understand where he might have gone wrong and where else they could come from, which is like more of the natural approach. So it makes sense.
神の裁きではなく、神の裁きを気取った子供じみた者がいる。そういうことだ。このままカメラをつけ続けていても、
He will not.
私の兆候や態度を見せるとは思えない。やっぱりカメラ撮れてるぞ。全部だ、全部。
All right, business as usual. Here we go.
そうか。まだ盗聴器はついているかもしれないのか。
これで僕は捜査対象から外れた。計算通りだ。しかしエルはキラを追い続けるだろう。エルさえ消せば、キラは新世界の神にまた一歩近づく。
ガリね、お兄ちゃん頑張って。
まったく大げさだな。行ってきます。そして大学に入ってしまえば、キラとして動く時間、エルを探る時間も取りやすくなる。
Mm-hmm. He won't be home. Get running, brother.
3分前に入ろうと思ってたのに早く着いたな。
すげえ余裕。
I would just use Ryuk here to help me cheat. But to be fair, Ryuk is probably, or Light's probably smart enough that he doesn't need it. The grippers. Is the L here? He is. Interesting. That's something I wasn't really expecting then, so that's interesting. Like why he would go out of his way to do that. Oh, we're gonna be back to the Shinigami realm for once. Is graduation? Or is this entrance exam results? Oh, entrance ceremony. What the fuck? Okay, they sped up a lot then.
ライトも大学生か。なんかこう、感無量だな。
新入生挨拶。新入生代表、八神ライト。
はい。
He's really the representative? Jesus, yeah, good for him.
新入生代表、龍河秀樹。
あ、はい。
龍河秀樹ってあのアイドルの？
まさ
The
か。
pop idol. L.
2人で挨拶
Can he take the exam and get in? What the fuck?
センター試験前期にってずっと僕の後ろで変な座り方をして
I
完全に一人で浮いてたやつだよ。
I really wonder his reason for the approach he's taking here.
あんた変普通左だ。
Yeah, normal people would choose that. It's funny.
東大の入学式にあの服装で挨拶。舐めてるかバカかどっちかだ。
新入生だよ。
Nice.
八神くん、警察庁八神総一郎局長の息子、その父に負けないくらいの正義感の持ち主。こいつ
His approach is so weird to me.
キラ事件にも興味を示している。その正義感と手腕を信じて、もし誰にも漏らさないと誓っていただければ、キラ事件に関する重大なことをお話ししたいと思っている。誰にも言わないよ。何？私はエルです。
And it works because that's probably not his actual name that he's going by here.
こいつエルがエルだと言うはずがない。変なやつだとは思っていたが。
This is something that's okay. This is making sense.
まずい。
It threw me off because it didn't make much sense to me, but that's the point, I think.
とにかくここは八神総一郎の息子八神ライトとして
Mm-hmm.
自然な行動を取らなくては。
He's just trying to see if he has any change in...
八神ライトキラである可能性は 5% 未満。しかしあの中では一番何かを感じさせた。
They're the one that he's...
お前は
Yeah.
完璧すぎる。
Mm-hmm.
そしてもしお前がキラであればこれ以上のプレッシャーはないだろう。
Okay.
こいつがもし L だとしたら大したもんだな。
確かにこいつが L だとしたら、いや実は L じゃなくともだ。僕はこいつに何もできない。僕に対し自分が L だと言ったこいつが死んだら真っ先に僕に疑いがかかる。しかもこいつ龍が的などとあからさまな偽名を使っている。
Absolutely.
こいつを殺そうとデスノートに名前を書き、こいつの本名が龍が秀樹でなければ嫌でも頭の中に浮かぶアイドル
Right.
死ぬかもしれない。
Right.
こいつは死なずに僕がキラだという推測が立つ。
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
なぜエルが直接僕の前に。
To throw you off.
今はダメだ。何も考えない方がいい。澄ました顔をしていなくては。
Mm-hmm.
こいつは絶対今僕が動揺していないか観察している。
Yeah. He's looking for a slight change. That's what he said before he was looking for, and he noticed absolutely nothing. But it's easy when you're in the position to try and be careful, but when somebody catches you off guard like this, you really can't. It's a little bit more difficult. He's stumped. Yeah.
やられた。
エルメ、こんな屈辱が生まれて初めてだ。
なあ、
Yeah, nice and easy.
そんなことをしてもしこれが罠だったらどうする？あいつが本当のエルじゃなかったらエルに僕がキラだというようなものなんだよ。悪い。不便だよ。
Yeah, I should have made it better.
それはあいつが 100% エル本人だとわからなければダメだ。
Because he could be using him as somebody else and testing you. Yeah,
エルだと宣言した以上
absolutely.
手遅れかもしれない。どんな死に方でもエルが死ねば警察を疑う。エルが僕に私はエルだと名乗り出てくるなんてことは考えもしなかった。
And that's the reason.
あのとぼけたふりした龍河がこれから大学でどんどん僕に接近し操ろうとしてくるだろう。
What you got? He's got something.
これはいい。あいつも僕も直に接しての騙し合い。
Mm-hmm.
知恵比べ。
That's all it's been this whole time.
面上は仲良しのキャンパスメイト。裏ではエルなのかキラなのかの探り合い。僕はお前を信じ込ませ、そして全てを引き出し、お前を殺す。この手で必ず。
This is the development in which I kind of wanted. This is what I was saying when I'm like, something needs to happen that kind of pushes us in that direction that we need, right? Because it felt like we occasionally had something, and then we would kind of have like something that's more of the same. So it wasn't really pushing us, or they would give us like an idea like something was going to happen, but then more of the same kind of occurred. So this really kind of flips the script in a way, which is perfect. And it works so well. L is sticking to his guns here. He basically was like, there's two families that I'm aware of, right? Or I have suspicion in, right? There's somebody within one of these two that I believe Akira is a part of. And after not being able to find anything on any of them, he basically was like, they're all good. Let me remove the cameras. Let me make them all feel safe. But there was one that was kind of raised my concerns in a way, because there was just something there. And it's one of those things he probably just can't explain it. There wasn't anything visually there, but there's something about this person in light that's drawing him to him. And he's like, I feel something more when I'm like observing this person. So what better way to outsmart somebody who seems to be fully aware of everything, just on top of things, and is very careful and calculated with everything that he does. I don't know, maybe just show up right behind him and reveal who you are. I love it. I really do. I think that's so good, because one, it throws light off completely. He's not prepared for it, so it allows L to see if he has any shift in the way that he's acting, or just like any facial like expressions the moment he like hears it, just anything that happens to him, right? And then two, it allows him to put this to a test, right? You might only believe there's less than a 5% chance of this guy, but if you think about it, he uses a fake name again, which apparently is some like pop star within Japan at the time, right? So the guess there is, if he tries to write out this guy's name and kill him, even if he does that, he's probably going to be thinking of like this pop idol at the same exact time regardless. Even if he unintentionally is doing it, he's going to probably see both faces. So this big star might end up dying, which is a big sign of, oh, that's who this guy is. Even if that doesn't happen, and he straight up tries to kill off who just revealed himself as L, he finds out multiple things, I guess, or L finds out multiple things. One, he won't die because it's not going to be his real name. Two, if he did, Light has to be concerned, is there somebody else? Maybe this isn't L, maybe he's sending somebody in to kind of test me again, like he did before, and now this person's going to end up dying, and he almost can confirm it because this guy's done nothing wrong, and he's only just revealed his name to me, really. This also allows, being at the same school now and everything, also allows for some freedom that we have, because Light no longer... I mean, he went home afterwards, so I'm not too certain, but my guess was that he's no longer going to be just at home all the time, so he's going to be on campus a lot, so he's not going to have as many opportunities for somebody like L to kind of observe him or watch him. But that's why L is at the school now, so it perfectly allows him to kind of follow him around and bug him as much as he wants and just watch what he's doing. So it doesn't give Light the freedom in which he wanted, or the whole purpose, I guess, of him going to school here. It's really cool too, because now we get to see Light for like the first time really seem thrown off and really have to be confused about what his next step is, or be concerned. And the first time that he's openly admitted that he got by L. And I don't know, I'm probably not doing enough justice, at least describing this whole situation, but it was just done very well and very smart, because it's something that's so out there and something that you wouldn't ever think to do, and wouldn't ever think that this one hidden guy would just automatically reveal or like openly reveal himself to you. And it's just, I don't know, I love it. I think it was done so well. The name that L's using though, I know they said it was like for somebody else, but it is similar, not exactly the same, but it is similar to the first name in which he gave the police for his fake name that he was going to use. So I am curious if his actual name's along those lines, or if this fake name that he gave actually is his real name, but he just knows that like he's putting Light to the test here, and he really doesn't think that he's going to try and go and kill him. So I wonder, but I think that that might become important at some other point. And I like the idea of Ryuk like constantly bringing up the idea that that we should do this deal, and Light always being against it, and once again having to be against it here because he has to be cautious that this might not actually be the real L. Even if it is the real L, like then he just finds it out and then he can kill him, but then his life has to be shortened regardless. If it's not, and he's just somebody else that he set up, or just somebody else saying this, it creates an issue because then he's going to get rid of somebody random and he exposes himself, as we were saying earlier. But yeah, really, really cool. I really don't know what more to say. I'm just assuming that we're going to have more going here, and Light's going to be a bit more open to kind of do what he needs to here, but I think L's going to also be very open about the things that he's doing as he just started this episode. So I think that's really cool. And it's fun too, because now they actually get to interact. So there's no longer a conflict between the two, and they do get to, or not a conflict, but like a barrier between them and like the way that they have to communicate or learn about each other. And they can kind of just straight on observe each other and try and figure out whatever they have to do next. And that's really cool. I wonder if L's still gonna have a big like working in with the police on this, or if he's just taking a lot of it on his own by even coming up with this sort of strategy. And I do wonder, I really don't think this is gonna happen, but I think it would be funny or just interesting if down the line they get to a point and both of them just start working together on something, like maybe somebody else comes up, like how I've expressed my interest in always liking like a third party who's like hunting somebody down, but maybe the third party comes in isn't actually going after Light or isn't going after L or any of them, but they just come up and they have their own thing. Like maybe is Ryuk the only one who has the death note? Because I know the other Shinigamis they showed this episode, one of them said that they might go check on him. So do they have their own books as well? And they're going to bring it in, and then we're going to have another one be brought in, and somebody else is going to get one, and then we're going to have like a third party, and then these two might have to work together to try and get that guy. I wonder if like something like that's the case, or if all the Shinigamis have different like sort of things or like abilities or just certain things with them that they can bring into this human world, which could be really fascinating because it adds a whole new layer to what we have going on here and forces these characters to probably act differently, which is dope. But yeah, let me know anything down below that could be useful. If you liked or enjoyed, hit the like and subscribe. They do mean a lot. Follow me on Twitter and my anime list. Both links are in the description. Check out the other videos on the channel, and I'll be back for episode 10 soon. You have a good one.